12 books to little free libraries all around Grand Junction, Colorado. Let me tell you about the books I'm going to be donating, as well as tell you what I'm looking for in these little free libraries. Hello, welcome to the channel. I'm Tay, an indie author obsessed with all things bookish, and I love going to little free libraries. If that sounds like fun to you, subscribe, hang out, let's be friends. The first book I'm going to be donating is Writer to Writer, Readings on the Craft of Writing, and this I got from a library sale, I'm pretty sure. I just, to be honest, have no interest in reading this. Contributors are John Steinbeck, Ernest Hemingway, Robert Frost, George Orwell. It's like writing advice from these different authors. I tried picking it up a few times and I just could not get into it, so I'm gonna donate it to a little library in hopes that somebody's gonna see this, be immediately interested, and pick it up and it be useful and helpful to them. Next up is A Man Without a Country. I have seen this book around in different like bookstores and stuff like that. Personally, I don't think outside of high school I have read a book by Kurt. This I found in a little library and took it because I know he's a prolific author, so I was like, maybe I can get into this, and I started reading it and I just couldn't. That's the theme. I just couldn't get into it, so I'm gonna donate it so somebody else can enjoy it. Next up is On Writing by Stephen King. I did annotate this one and highlight a couple things that I found interesting and useful advice, but I was planning on doing a writing routine based off of Stephen King. That video is just not gonna happen. I really have no reason to keep this, in all honesty, and I have a very limited amount of space because I live full-time in an RV. I just genuinely don't think I'm ever gonna revisit this, so I'm gonna go ahead and donate it. Hopefully somebody enjoys my annotations and highlights. The next two books that I'm going to be donating are both by Charles Bukowski. I know his poetry is really popular and he's a very prolific author as well. I tried to read these, couldn't get into them, and I looked them up on GoodReads, and these are two of the not so popular and not as highly rated books by him, but I was just excited to see Charles Bukowski in this library sale. I think I spent like 25 cents on these each, so I'm not too attached to them, but I would love to read some of his work, but maybe just not these two books. The next 7 books that I'm going to be donating are all in a collective series. I mentioned this when I donated the first book. I'll just show you the series, okay? It is my Anne McCaffrey Dragon series. I think there's 2 types of people that could be watching this segment and being like, I've never heard of Anne McCaffrey or this Dragon series, so tell me more. And some of you do know and love Anne McCaffrey's Dragon series and are like, why would you do this? Basically, this big series takes place in Pern, is like the world. So there's a bunch of different things going on, like with the political system, with the actual dragons. There's like world building and multiple worlds going on from my gathering from the first book. I picked up the first book and I tried to get into it. I can't even honestly remember because it just wasn't that memorable for me. Could not get into the series at all. Like, I did not have any investment in the characters or like what was going on, so reading about it was like pulling teeth and like a really grueling process for me. I have no interest in reading the rest of the series, so therefore I have learned my lesson not to collect basically entire series before checking out the first book. These are the 12 books that I'm going to be donating today. I'm not sure if I'm going to put all 7 of these in the same little library or if I'm going to donate them to a different one each time. I know like a part of me doesn't like the idea of separating this series, but the other part of me understands that it could be beneficial to donate one in each little library so then I can kind of pull from a different little library. I think we're just gonna have to play that by ear. I'm gonna definitely donate these 5 first before making that executive decision. Just like everybody else, I have a very lengthy TBR for books that I want to purchase or find in little free libraries. So of course I'm keeping my eye out for those. Make sure to follow me on GoodReads because I have all of the books I want to read as well as some books that I don't vlog about on there. Specifically for today's little free library hunt, I am looking for thrillers / horror, more specifically thriller. I think I already have a horror read, but the reason for that is because I'm gonna be filming a 24-hour reading vlog very soon, and I already have an audio picked out for that, a cozy mystery picked out for that is Halloween themed and takes place during a Halloween festival. It has like a little black cat on it. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to show you guys that book. I do have one horror book already picked out, but I think that's gonna be more literary fiction horror instead of just like straight up terrifying horror. I put a poll up here on YouTube, so you can go vote right now if you haven't already for what you guys want to see me read in this 24-hour reading vlog. Pretty much people were torn between cozy reads and thriller and horror. So thriller and horror won, but I still wanted to include that cozy mystery element to it. I don't think I own a single thriller. I think most of the thrillers I have read, I have already donated to Little Free Libraries, or I've read them on Kindle. So I would love to find like a physical thriller book that I can read during the 24-hour reading vlog. That is something we are going to keep our eye out for. Also, I will be using the Little Free Library app. You can download this app. It's free to use. They're not sponsoring this, but that is what I use whenever I film these videos so that I can find libraries that are close to me. We are going to be going to a ton of Little Free Libraries. Without further ado, let's go. We are at the first little library. It is teeny tiny, but even from here, I can see some good stuff. I'm gonna donate, just because this neighborhood seems a little fancy, I'm gonna donate this book because I think somebody in this neighborhood would be drawn to this and like it. Let's go take a look. I'm trying not to look. You look first. I'm not gonna lie though, this neighborhood looks so nice. Like this house that this little library is in front of is so nice. Yeah guys, this is a good one. I have already read The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, but great one. Oh my god, they have candy in here. You guys, I don't know what to do. There's some good stuff in here. The Stolen Book of Evelyn Aubrey. Okay. Ooh, a hardcover version of The Dutch House, The Nightingale. Okay, we have Sweet Love, Heart's Journey. This I'm very tempted to take. This is a very known book that people love. I have tried to read this author before and couldn't get into it, but people like cry over this book, so I think I'm gonna keep that as a maybe. Oh, that's another one that I've heard really good things about. Definitely gonna take a haichu. That looks interesting. I'm sensing a theme of like a lot of historical fiction in this one. Yeah, I'm gonna try to organize this one a bit. Some good finds. Like that looks really interesting. Much Ado About a Latte. That looks cute. The Library of Lost and Found. Another cute looking one. The Christie Affair. Stolen Book of Aubrey. Oh, The Two Lives of Lydia. Did I look at that? That looks cute. I'm gonna take a strawberry haichu. And we are in fact gonna take The Nightingale. 10 out of 10. We are now at the second little library, and again, we are back in a very fancy neighborhood, so I'm excited about that. I think I'm gonna do the Stephen King On Writing book. Let's go. So this one is more of like a bench and like a little wardrobe situation, but I love this side. Oh my gosh, it has writing on top of it too. How cute. Books are a uniquely portable magic by none other than Stephen King. That's so cute. Oh my gosh, is it like a hobbit hole door? I think that's what it's supposed to be. That's so nice though. Like that's bougie as hell. This is gonna be very interesting to organize. I have a feeling we may not find anything. Looking kind of like cookbooks, kids books. I think a nonfiction book on writing actually will fit very well with the theme here. Okay, this looks like more magazines down here. Oh my gosh, how cute. Why am I so tempted to get this? New Christmas cookbook. Oh my god, tell me that's not so cute. Goosebumps. Ghost Beach. Why am I so tempted to get this? It's my spooky read. I'm trying to organize them. There we go. Turn it like that. Cute. Which book am I gonna take? I feel like I have to take this one. We'll set him back in here. I think this is a win because I was just talking about, I don't remember which little library it was, but I said I wanted to get some more Goosebumps reads like this. This one is so cute. I'm obsessed with this little library. 10 out of 10. It's amazing. We are here at the third little library and it's right there. Like, I'm already peeking and looking inside of it. It is in front of a senior living facility, so I think the books inside of it may or may not reflect that. Also, I seriously have to pee, so I'm gonna rush through this. I think I'm gonna donate this old Charles Bukowski. Let's go. Wow. I'm definitely seeing some that are catching my eye. Janet Ivanovich, represent, love you girl. I'm gonna put my book right here. So then I have Hams. Juliet, that looks interesting. Outlander, Shattered Secrets, that looks kind of like, yeah, a Cold Creek novel. Mirror Dance, some interesting books going on. Stalking the Angel, Julie and Julia, that's a movie, yep. Even Happier, The Book of Lost Names, that looks interesting. Naked Cruelty, okay, that's kind of looking like a mystery thriller. Oh, An Irish Christmas, that looks so cute. Like, are you kidding me? Oh my gosh, An Irish Country Girl, 15 dogs. Whoa, oh, I'm so sorry. Okay, I'm gonna put this up here because this is my little interested pile. I am not interested in a college dictionary. What the? Oh no, this looks like something I would like. Oh my, look at that. That looks so pretty. Okay, we'll put it up here to look at. Okay, Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. We saw the movie, have not had the pleasure of reading the book, but honestly, don't think I ever will, so. Okay, we're gonna put this up here because that belongs with the small books. I was just looking up another little library that we're gonna go to, and this is about Modoc, I think that's how you say his name, but the sculpture of the elephant that we're gonna go to, that little library, is based off of him. True story of the greatest elephant that ever lived. So we are gonna go to the little library that is dedicated to him. So that was a cute little thing I saw. That's cute. Ah, this actually looks so cool. There's mystery going on. We're gonna put our books in here. I'm pretty sure I'm just gonna go with pieces because it sounds the most intriguing to me. The cover design is just one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen. I can't wait to look this up on GoodReads and find out if I'm right about that. Hello, welcome. We are at the fourth little library, and this one looks cute. So I think we're gonna do the writer to writer book. Let's go. Here we are. I like that it's like glass on all sides. Like, I think that's actually really cute. That's just cute. It's just a little crystal. I love that. Kayla has this one. I think she found it at a little library too. Right now I'm not really finding anything for me. That's kind of interesting. Okay. Cold the Night, Fast the Wolves. Esperanza Rising, what a great book. Mighty Miss Malone. Some cute little kids ones down here. I'm thinking this is the only one that actually caught my attention. So I think I might grab this guy. We shall put our book up here. Very cute. I love that one. The Marriage Plot. Did I read anything about what this was? No. I give it a 10 out of 10. Super cute. Let's go to the next. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the fifth little library. I decided I am in fact going to separate all my Anne McCaffrey Dragon books because there are just so many little libraries we still are going to go to, and I think I'm going to find stuff at them because I've been finding stuff in these little libraries. So we are going to donate one of the Anne McCaffrey Dragon books. This one looks so cute. They made the little library to look like the house, and it's so cute. So let's go. Look at how cute it is. Give this a look. You're actually kidding me? This is what I was talking about, Trevor. Everybody needs a bench at their little library. This is incredible. So we definitely got to give this one some love. Okay, yeah, we need to organize this one. Yeah, everything's just kind of tossed around in here, so we're definitely going to give it a little zhuzhing, but I am 100% taking that book. The thing about this is that I've heard mixed things where some people really like this book and then other people hate it. I'm pretty sure this takes place in Georgia and it's about vampires living there. The vibes are just so good. Like, I've been eyeing this and wanting to check it out for a while, so this is a perfect way to do so. And that's why I love going to little libraries, because I can do this without losing anything. The reason that the ending to that little library was so frantic was because a woman was walking up. I was like, oh, I'm sorry, I was just organizing a bit. And then she said, oh, you should come to my house. And I took that as being she has a little library at her house. And I was like, oh, where's your house? And she's like, no, I meant like, just like joking, like my house. And I was like, oh, got it. So that was a really awkward social interaction. And also, we don't really know where this next little library is. This is the one that I was telling you guys is like the sculpture of the elephant. We had to like circle around a little bit to find it. We still don't see it. Everything I'm seeing right now is like what's in the background of the photo on the little library app. Hopefully we can find it. There's also construction happening, but that's why we brought the tiny mic. So hopefully you don't hear any of that noise going on. Also, I forgot to say, I'm donating the other Charles Bukowski poetry book. There's the construction I was talking about. No news about a little library. Hello and welcome to our 6th little library, potentially. I don't know if I'm right. We just looked around for what, 10 minutes? 15? Felt like 30 minutes, maybe an hour of my life looking for this little library. It is not at the amphitheater that the maps will take you to. It is actually at the botanical garden. And we're here now, but it looks empty, like completely emptied out. So I'm gonna take this book and we'll see. I'm not too happy right now. Please update the location of this thing because it takes you like a mile on the opposite direction. Looks like we have wildfire and some Christmas cards and some children's books. This little library does have like a Facebook page, and it looks like they take very good care of it. It has the whole story of like how they crafted the elephant and like, because this is all made out of metal, so it has like the whole story of how they designed it and everything. But guys, you need to update the location on this because nobody can find it, babe. Nobody. This is in honor of Jeanne Finch, and then it's also in honor of the elephant Matic, I'm not really sure how you say it, after the book that we found. I'm not going to give it any rating because I just am emotionally charged right now and I'm very hot, so we're going to move on to the next little library. I think today has been a lot for my introverted little heart. This one is Little Library number 7, and we are at a park by a lot of people, so I'm super excited. I'm going to donate another Anne McCaffrey Dragon book, 3 other little libraries left after this one, and then we're going to be done. Hopefully this one will have some goodies in it because the last one was very disheartening. Let's go. Yeah, nothing really for me. Onward. Hello everybody, we are now at the 8th little library. For some reason it's so quiet here, I feel the need to just whisper, but we are in a very bougie neighborhood. It looks like from here there's some hardcovers, there's a mug in there, I'm sure there's going to be more candy. So I think tentatively I'm going to bring 2 of these Dragons of Pern books. So let's go see. See what I was saying? There's stickers. Oh, you know I'm taking some stickers. An invisible thread. The sweet spot. Oh my gosh, that looks so cute. Accordion crimes. Oh, see, this is another one that seems interesting to me. The Many Lives of Mama Love. A memoir of lying, stealing, writing, and healing. Huh. Oh, look, follow on Instagram. I will tag you, friend. Ghost Night. Princess Ever After. Is this a graphic novel? It is. It's cute. That's more like middle grade, but that's still so cute. I love that. Go with the flow. Is this another graphic novel? Oh, this one's another one. I might contemplate it. But again, this is probably middle grade, but I love graphic novels. So when I can grab them, I try to. Very cute. Okay. There we go. I don't necessarily think I'm gonna keep this guy, but I do think I'm gonna take this cute romance one, and then we'll take a little sticker. I've lived 1,000 lives. Oh, that's a good one too. What a win. Oh my god, I love this one. 10 out of 10. Our 9th little library. Again, we're in a pretty nice neighborhood. Seems more like families, probably gonna be children's books in there. I'm hoping for at least some young adults, but we are right across the street from a school. Seems like an elementary school, so I'm not too hopeful. We are gonna donate 1 dragon of burn, you know the drill. Let's go. Okay, let's take a gander. Very interesting. These books are a little beaten. I'm not really seeing anything for me. The problem is, guys, we still have to find some thrillers, and these all kind of seem to have the same vibe going on. Okay. This does not look like it's for me. I think we'll just leave mine here. I'm not gonna write this one, because my mama said, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. Off to the next. Nobody cry, but I hate to say it, this is our last little library of the video, and I have 2 books left to donate. Of course, they're a part of the Anne McCaffrey Dragon series, and this one is a part of a retirement community, would you say? Theirs is in a gazebo, so we're gonna go check it out, donate some books, and hopefully find some thrillers. 1,000 Foods to Eat Before You Die, The Forbidden Door, Tender is the Night, F. Scott Fitzgerald, okay, The Last Tycoon, Forest Unseen, Mother of Pearl, okay, these vintage F. Scott Fitzgeralds are actually so cool. Don't know if I'm gonna take that one. Okay, down here we have Polaris, 100 Most Feared Creatures, Surviving Middle School, perfect read. I'm gonna give it a 10 out of 10 because it's cute. The vibe is immaculate. I'm just bummed I didn't find a thriller. I don't know what we're gonna do about that. Maybe we'll have to go to a bookstore at some point before, for when we are preparing for the 24-hour reading vlog. Maybe we will go to a bookstore and find a thriller. So if you have any recommendations, please drop them down below. I want something that'll keep me on the edge of my seat, keep me guessing, be twisty-turny. I guess let's go home and do a book haul. Let's talk about the 6 books that I grabbed from the Little Free Libraries. I took some time and read the back of each book and then read like the first opening line page. One of them I read a whole chapter because it was really short. So I put these books in order of what I am least excited to read to most excited to read. The Sweet Spot. This one I'm not too excited to read. So this one is following 3 women in their 30s, I believe. A random child shows up, like a baby / toddler, and they kind of have to take care of this kid and figure out who the parents are. I'm assuming this is supposed to be like a funny comedy, women's lit, but I'm just not interested. This is where I got the sticker from. So that is pretty exciting. I don't know where I'm gonna put this, but I love this sticker. Not too excited about that one. I think I'll try to give it a go, but most likely I'm gonna redonate it to a little library. Second up, we have The Marriage Plot, and this is about a girl who is studying, just as in an American college, doesn't say which. Her senior thesis is on Jane Austen and George Eliot, the purveyors of the marriage plot that lies at the heart of the greatest English novels. There are 2 gentlemen who show up in her life, and she kind of has to choose between the 2 of them. So I think this is going to give very literary fiction more of like a focus on the people in the book than like actual plot and like plot. That's funny. I don't know. I'm not too excited about this one. And also, the words in this look extremely teeny tiny. I did also look up each of these books on GoodReads to kind of get the vibe for how people were feeling while reading them. That also may be reason as to why some of these are in the order that they are in. Next up is the Southern Book Club's Guide to Slaying Vampires. This was not like what I expected this book to be about. The description says it is about, she's like a 39-year-old mother and wife, her senile mother-in-law who she has to constantly care for, and she's a part of a true crime book club. And then James Harris walks into their life during the summer of 1993. Some people go missing in their town and she starts to question if whether or not that man is responsible. Is he a Brad Pitt? Is he a Bundy? Or is he something else? Like a vampire. I don't know how I feel about this. That's not what I expected this book to be about. I don't know why I was thinking this was gonna be more like, I don't know. Not that. I did try to read this. I don't know how I feel about the writing style either, so it's kind of in the middle for how I'm feeling about these books. Next up is Ghost Beach, the Goosebumps book. I can't remember the times that I've read Goosebumps, honestly. I remember watching the show and stuff like that when I was a kid in like elementary school, but I just don't really remember reading them. I kind of want to read this during the 24-hour reading vlog. I think this could be fun. Just a goofy read, like when I'm feeling a little tired, just as a pick-me-up. I think that could be cute. Next up is Pieces. I did look up the GoodReads and a handful of people were saying that they were just very confused and that the plot was just not very clear. Like people are just lost reading this book, and it appears that a lot of her books, people feel that way. I don't know. I'm kind of into books that leave you guessing and are more ambiguous, like abstract weirdness. I kind of like books like that where you have to figure it out along the way, but if it's not done correctly, I don't like it. So I don't know if this is gonna fall into that category or not. This was the book I was mentioning that had a very short chapter. So I did read the whole first chapter. I'm like not lost based off of just the first chapter, but this is following two men who are going on a sleeper train, and it is assumed that they are the only ones on this sleeper train, but then weird stuff just starts happening and it turns out that they are not. Yeah. They're just a couple trying to have a little getaway and stuff just starts getting weird. So I think this could be interesting. There were a couple like 4 or 5 stars on those reviews, so I think it has potential to be fun. The last book is of course Nightingale by Kristen Hanna. I feel like everybody in the book community has seen her name. Like this is a familiar author. I have never read one of her books. I did pick up The Four Winds, I think from like a little library, tried to read it, but I could not get into it, so I ended up donating that one. This one has 1.5 million reviews on GoodReads with an average of 4.6. Do you know how impressive that is? That has to be the best rated book I have ever seen on GoodReads, especially with the ratio. Like that is so impressive. That immediately makes me like curious to read it. This book takes place in France during World War II, and it's the story of two sisters separated by years and experience by ideals, passions, and circumstances, each embarking on her own dangerous path towards survival, love, and freedom. This, I think, is going to be very heartbreaking. I'm pretty sure I've seen a couple reading vlogs where people are like crying over this book. I could have it confused with something else though. I did read the beginning of this. The writing is super easy to follow, and immediately I'm intrigued and like I want to read more and I want to figure out what happens because it starts off in the future. So it is our main character, don't know her name, but the main character, she is reflecting on her life during this war and when things were obviously really awful. Things happen. She has a lot of loss going on, so I think it's going to be an emotional ride, but also just a really great read. Like I already found myself wanting to underline some stuff. Surprisingly think I'm really gonna enjoy this book. The trouble is it's 564 pages. I don't know when I'll get around to actually picking this one up, but if you have read The Nightingale, please let me know down below if you think that I will enjoy this book or not. I'm pretty excited about it. These are the 6 books that we picked up from Little Libraries today. I think it was fun. Sadly, I think really only the Goosebumps one I'm gonna read during the 24-hour reading vlog. I'm definitely gonna have to be keeping my eye out for some more thrillers. Don't forget to let me know what you think I should read during that video. But that is it for today's video. So if you like the vibes, don't forget to subscribe and turn on post notifications so you get notified every single time that I post a new video. If you like today's video, give it a like, comment down below, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!